Very good morning, students. Welcome back to second year physics. So in the last class, we finished about a current carrying a parallel wires. Related to that, the force is derived an expression that the force is acting per unit length is mu naught I1 I2 by 2 pi r. That is all. Now let us will move to the another question, which is important for the IPE. That is like 4 marks. See, torque acting on a rectangular current carrying a coil. Current carrying a coil. So that means you take a one rectangular coil. The coil of length is L and the breadth is B. One rectangular coil, because now we need to find a torque acting on a rectangular current carrying coil. Current carrying coil. Right? So that's the shape of the coil is rectangle. So we know torque is nothing but a force into perpendicular distance, of course. This is we know. In the first year this statement is there. Now by using this relation, now we need to find a how much a torque is acting on the rectangular coil. Let us you take a rectangular coil of length is L and breadth is B. Length and breadth is given as L. Clear? So length and breadth, and which is carrying a current. So that here is a P, Q, R, S is the rectangular coil and which carrying a current. Of course, current carrying a coil is produces the magnetic field induction that we know, because in the previous class the coil carrying a current that produces the magnetic field. Of course, it is an anti-clock. No, there will be a field is to be into the plane of a paper. There is a field is created by the current carrying a coil. Now this coil is which is placed in the uniform magnetic field. Now this coil placed in the two poles of a magnet. The two poles we can say north and south. You take like this, north and south. See, this north and south we can also call it as a concave shape. Yes, this concave shape in the senses we can say it is a horseshoe magnet. See, which provide the radial magnetic field. So this is also provides because it is placed, which one, this rectangular coil is placed in the uniform magnetic field. Therefore, there is a current is carrying a coil. No, this is also produces a magnetic field because of the two fields. Because of the two fields, the coil maybe it is to be displaced or it is to be turned because of the two fields. The one field is due to the current carrying a coil produces a one field, and this coil is placed in the horseshoe magnet, and this horseshoe magnet also provides the uniform and the radial magnetic field, like it is uniform and radial magnetic field. Because of the two fields, this coil is maybe rotates, turned it is maybe turns. Suppose you say this is one rectangular coil you take, right, it is a rectangular coil, so which is carrying a current and it is produces a magnetic field, and this coil is placed or it is immersed in another field, the field provided by the horseshoe magnets. This field is provided by the horseshoe magnet, right, like it is. Now come to the point is due to the two fields, the coil it is maybe turns or it is a turning effect is takes place with the field direction. So it is to be turned like this, and it is makes an angle theta with the direction of a magnetic field. Initially it is to be like this, and due to the two fields, the coil it is maybe rotates, turned it is. Turning effect we can call. Turning effect is nothing but we can call as the torque. And here there are some major important points are there. See, there will be an equal and opposite forces acting, right? Equal and opposite force will be cancelled. That means here torque acting on the rectangular coil will be, that is there will be a force is acting, one force, and there will be another force which is acting like this, equal and opposite force. That's what the coil it is maybe rotates or turn like this, maybe like this or like this, so that it is the equal and opposite force is acting. No, then we can say net force which are in opposite, no, F minus F is equal to 0, because we know force is nothing but a BIL, right? L is 1 and breadth also we can take. So that the net force acting on the torque or net force acting on the rectangular coil is 0. It is the first point. And you go for the second point, there will be external torque is not equal to 0, because there is a turning is taking, no, turning effect is there, no, because of the only the equivalent opposite forces that may be turns, that we can say torque external is equal to force into perpendicular distance. That's what we can say. Now we need to find this perpendicular distance. Sir, how will get the perpendicular distance? Yes, of course. Here I'll tell you. You look at the first one. There is a PQ. PQ is which is parallel to the magnetic field, right? The length is parallel. It is a length. I mean to say, this is the carrying a current. No, B and this PQ are in the parallel. When it is parallel, force acting on the current carrying a coil. See, you take a PQ length. If I take a PQ length, then force along a PQ, we say BIL sin 0. Sin 0 is along a PQ is 0. Is there any force acting? No, will not act. Like you say, in the bottom also look at SR also or RS. Here also force along the SR is equal to again BIL sin 0. Of course, it is also 0. So, however, there is a force acting which is perpendicular, no? To the length is it is acting perpendicular. Also, you want to say B also, no problem here. Because the breadth, no, parallel to the breadth, no, so that we can say it is 0. And go for the next one. That is PQ and PS and QR are perpendicular. PS and QR are perpendicular, right? Perpendicular in the sense is 90, no? There will be a force along a PS or you say along a QP or QR it is, right? It is BIL sin 90. Of course, it is maximum. Yes, there is a force is acting, maximum it is. So that there will be a force acting along a direction of a PQ and RS is maximum. Along a, it is maximum. Now we need to find a, see that here force is we can say perpendicular distance. No? There will be a perpendicular is what? Here it is, you take a diagram which is to be, that is we can say, which is the force is acting like this, equal and opposite. See, there is a force is acting perpendicular to the breadth, no? Yes, it is breadth we can say. Because there is a force is acting, look at this force and this force. If I draw a one line, yes, of course, it is a breadth only, no? See, which making an angle theta with the direction of magnetic field. So that it is, we can call as the breadth it is. So that here, we can say force is equal to, you say BIA or L it is, right? BIL it is, right? You say BIL it is. So, force is nothing but we can say BIL it is. Length perpendicular, no? This is the force. But here it is a perpendicular, no? Therefore, torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance is B. Therefore, torque is equal to, your force is BIL into B. L into B is nothing but we can say area, right? So, torque is equal to BIA. This is the torque formula, right? And here, which contains a n number of turns. Suppose you say this circular or this rectangular coil contains a n number of turns. If I say, therefore, for n number of turns, torque is equal to BIAN. It is. This is we can call torque acting. B is nothing but a magnetic field. I is nothing but a current. A is nothing but a area of the coil. N is nothing but a number of turns. And in this also we can say I into A. I into A is nothing but we can say capital M. That is we can also call capital M, because capital M is nothing but a dipole moment, no? Then IAN is nothing but a capital M. If I take IAN is nothing but a capital N, then torque is equal to MB, we can say MB, M for dipole moment. And here it is a BM or IMB is nothing but we can say, because IAN is represented as capital M, no? Therefore, torque is equal to M into B. So, this is what it is. It is a torque acting on a rectangular coil. Now, let us, I want to say, based on this coil is deflecting, no? Therefore, this coil is making an angle theta with the direction of field. Look at, if there is a, like this we can take. Yes, it is making an angle theta. Is it correct or not? This is the direction of B, no? Now, you take this one, from this, to take out that, then we will see what will happen. So, there is a next point is we can say torque is nothing but a BIAN torque is. Now, let us, you take this, so the direction of B, and there will be a coil is which making an angle with the direction of B, that is you say P is a Q. See, it is a turn, no? Therefore, you say if the plane of the coil, here you write, if the plane of the coil is making an angle theta with the direction of B. Look at. So because it is the direction of B is nothing but a magnetic field, no? Therefore you draw a diagram by using this, because this coil is displaced, no, like this. So that now I am taking this triangle, like one rectangle triangle, there will be a like magnetic induction, it is making an angle T. So you say P and Q. See, of course it is a theta, no? Therefore you say this will be theta and it is 90, this will be 90 minus theta. Shall I take like this? So this is, you say x, I don't know, no? The perpendicular distance I don't know, so that you say x it is. Therefore from this there will be equivalent opposite force is acting F, and here also there is a force is acting F. Now by using this, here you take a sine 90 minus theta. Shall I take like this? Opposite, no? X by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is nothing but what it is? B. Breadth, no? Look at here. So that you say sine 90 minus theta is equal to x by b. So in this x by b is nothing but what it is, a perpendicular, no? Then you say here sine 90 minus theta is nothing but we can take as the cos theta, right? Therefore here cos theta is equal to x by b. X is equal to b cos theta. This is the perpendicular distance. Now torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance, right? So when the coil, if the plane of the coil is making an angle theta with the direction of B, this plane of the coil is making an angle theta with the direction of B, therefore force is nothing but, you know, it is a BI L into B cos theta. So that here torque is equal to BI L. B is nothing but L into B is nothing but you say area of the coil, right? So that here A into cos theta. See, the coil contains a n number of terms, then you say BI A N cos theta. See, this formula we can say, sir, when we should use this formula? Very simple. If the plane of the coil is making an angle theta with the direction of the B, the plane of the coil is making an angle theta with the direction of B, then only use this formula. Torque is equal to BI A N cos theta. See, there is another one is there. If suppose if the normal to the plane of the coil, see the next case, there is a second case. This is the case 1 you take. Now I am saying case 2. So the case 2 is, see, if the given condition is, if the normal to the plane of the coil makes an angle alpha with the direction, if the normal, right, normal, the plane of the coil, normal, the plane of the coil makes an angle alpha with the direction of magnetic field, with the direction of magnetic field, that is B. So that already we know it is like this is there, though this is P and Q, which is there like this, right? Now the direction of magnetic field is B, now which is making an angle like this. This is alpha is given. So this is the normal, no? So it is normal is drawn to the field, so that the normal is making an angle alpha. Then you say this is will be theta. This normal is making an angle like this. You say like, okay. Therefore, this is we can say theta plus alpha is equal to which are perpendicular, no? So that here 90 is equal to theta plus alpha. Shall I? Therefore, from this we can say theta is equal to 90 minus alpha. But we know torque is equal to BI-A-N cos 90 minus alpha. Cos 90 minus alpha is nothing but we can say sin theta. See, these two comparisons, everyone concentrate. Here we should remember these two comparisons. See, look at here. First one is, if the plane of the coil is making an angle theta with the direction of B, So this B is making an angle with the direction of plane. So the plane containing, no, this is the plane of the coil and it is making an angle theta. Therefore, for this case, we can take torque is equal to BIAN cos theta. And when come to the second situation is given as if the normal of the plane, if the normal of the plane makes an angle alpha. See normal, this is the normal, no, normal is drawn, no, therefore this normal is making an angle, normal is making an angle alpha with the direction of magnetic field. Look at it is the direction of magnetic field, no, therefore this is making an angle alpha, this is the direction of magnetic field and which making an angle alpha with the direction of B. So that here theta plus alpha which are perpendicular, no, this line is perpendicular to the this coil. So that theta is equal to 90 plus alpha, then theta is equal to 90 minus alpha, then tau is equal to BIAN cos 90 minus alpha. Therefore BIAN, of course IAN is nothing but we can also call M. So torque is equal to MB sin theta. Of course it is, we can take like this. In terms of cross product, if I say it is B cross M. Yes, we can say it is, or else we can also say M cross B also, nothing will happen, right? M cross B, you say torque. Clear? So this is what it is, we can say torque. Suppose you want to say here also IAN is nothing but a M. IAN is nothing but a M, then torque is equal to, it is MB cos theta. So like this we have the two cases. Torque acting on a coil. Torque acting on a coil is BIAN, it's over. But the first case is what? If the plane of the coil making an angle theta with the direction of B, then BAN cos theta. And come to the point is, if the plane of the, if the normal of the plane, normal, this is the perpendicular is making an angle alpha with the direction of B. Normal of the plane is making an angle alpha with the direction of B. That's what it is, we can say theta plus alpha is equal to 90 because these two are the perpendicular, no? This line is perpendicular, therefore theta is equal to 90 minus alpha. So that you substitute theta in cos place, instead of cos theta, there you write a theta is 90 minus alpha, therefore cos 90 minus alpha is nothing but a sin theta. These two comparisons which are very important and everyone remember, these are very important, right? So here you remember area based on the given coil area. This is the coil area. By using that coil area, then we need to find a torque. Suppose if sometimes they will give you, instead of giving a rectangular coil, if there is a triangle is subtended, triangular coil is subtended and the triangle is carrying a current, then use their triangular area. Triangle area is nothing but a half into base into height. So that it is depends, it is based on the question that we need to approach, right? Because the area of the coil only very important. No? Suppose if a square coil is suspended, then you take a square coil area. Square coil area is nothing but what happens? Coil of the area is, it is a sine square, right? Like it is, if a circular coil is suspended, of course you take a circular coil area, that is pi r square. So that's what it is. So these are very important. It is only depend on the given coil. Area of the coil only it is. Is it okay? Now come to the point is, I'll show you. Suppose there will be a triangle is suspended in a uniform magnetic field, which is suspended like this, right? See, here it is, we can say length into base into height. So area of the coil is half into base into height. We can take it like this. Suppose if a square coil is suspended, yes, you say square of length, you say L or you say something A or something like that. So which is carrying a current which is in the anti-clockwise direction. Here also take, therefore each side is A. Then A will be what happens? Area of the coil we can take as, area is nothing but it is actually contains a n number of turns. Therefore we can say torque is asking, no? Then suppose if I find a MB it is. So torque is nothing but a MB. Capital M we need to find. Then capital M is nothing but it is NINA square. INA square, because area of the coil, no? Then here area of the coil we need to find. Total length of the coil is L is equal to 4AN, right? N is nothing but a number of turns. Then A is equal to L by 4N. Here you write capital M is equal to In into L square by 4n square it is, because which contains n number terms, no? Better you cancel one n. Yes, capital M is equal to IL square by 4n is the magnetic moment. Now come torque is equal to capital M IL square by 4n into B. So like this way we have to do the problem. It is a square coil is suspended, then find a torque, no? Therefore we can say IL square B by 4n. I mean it is 4n square, no? 16 I think, because a square, no? So like this we can take the answer. In the same way you want to find a this coil also. Yes, you take a torque is equal to MB it is. Yes, we need to find M, that is IAN. Here A is nothing but a half into base into height. This is height, right? Height we need to find because we don't know height. So you say this is the A and it is also A. Then you say theta it is. Then get this height. After knowing this height, here you substitute, because breadth is given as A, but we don't know height, no? Use this rectangular triangle, right angle triangle, get this one, it is A by 2, no? We may get H value, because A square is equal to A square by 4 is equal plus H. So it's maybe like this, A square is equal to A by 2 whole square plus H square, right? A square by 4 is equal to H square. So 3A square by 4 is equal to H square. So that H is equal to root 3A by 2. This is the H value. Now get again momentum, capital M is equal to I into A value, that is area of the coil, half into, you say base into, base will be A, and your H value, that is root 3A by 2. So that capital M is equal to A square root 3 by 4 into I. This is the capital M. Now you come here, capital M you write here, will get the torque. Torque is equal to what happens, it is maybe root over, we can say, right? Root over what happens, torque is equal to, here it is, torque is equal to capital M we know, that is A square root 3 by 4I into, you say, B. This is the final answer for a triangular coil suspended in the uniform magnetic field. Like it is a square coil is suspended in a uniform magnetic field. Like we have the problem because it is depend on the given coil. The coil, shape of the coil only, it is depends. Okay. So this about a torque acting on a rectangular coil, which is very, very important, and these are the two example problem related. One is the circular coil, one is the I mean to say rectangular coil, one more is the square coil, one more is the triangular coil. So which carrying a currents, no, therefore torque acting. So we need to get like this by using the formulas, right? And on the basis of this we have the problems also. So before that problems, again other one is there, which is very, very important concept, that is about a moving coil galvanometer. So there is a moving coil galvanometer. Of course we know galvanometer. That galvanometer is nothing but it is a sensitive instrument. Actually we have two types of galvanometers are there. One we can say tangent galvanometer, one more we can say moving coil galvanometer. MCG is one. Tangent galvanometer is nothing but a TG, that is tangent galvanometer. So I'll tell you both comparisons, and one is there in theoretical theory, in the theory is there, in IP examination you need to write, and another one tangent galvanometer, that is there in the practicals. Of course it is to be deleted from our practical exams because of the COVID-19, so it is to be deleted. No problem, I'll explain you both I'll tell you comparisons also, that we'll see in the next class. One is moving coil galvanometer, one more is a tangent galvanometer. Thank you very much, we'll see you in the next class.